All right, let's get it. Let's go. All right. Camp Lazlo. I want to say mediocre, honestly. This version of Batman, bad, easily. Captain Planet, gotta be S tier. I remember this show, but it was pretty bad. Chowder, S tier. Clarence, gotta be mediocre. I remember this show, this Andre 3000 show, but it was pretty bad. Bloody Chance of Meatballs, never really watched it. Koliyoko, got it. I'm gonna give it B. Kids Next Door, S tier. Courage, S tier. Cow and Chicken, S tier. Craig of the Creek. I'm gonna give it mediocre. I remember this show but never watched it. What the fuck is that? Dexter's Laboratory, S tier. How to Train a Dragon, just because like I know me and my daughter love it, I'm gonna give it, I want to give it B because it's me and my daughter. I'm gonna give it C. I don't think I'm gonna move Camp Lazlo up to B. We maybe rearrange that later. Duck Dodgers, C. Evil Con Carne, B. Eddie, fucking S tier. I remember this shit. I'm gonna give that A for great because that was pretty fucking good. Garfield has to be S. I mean, it's Garfield. Never watched it. I know what it is. Lords of the Jungle is like mediocre. Green Lantern, never watched it. S tier all day. Grim and Evil, S tier still. Masters of the Universe, got to be S tier. What the fuck is that? I Am Weasel, S tier all day. I don't know what the fuck that is. Can't really see that anyway. Johnny Bravo, S. Johnny Test, S. Justice League, both versions, S. Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. Crypto, never watched it and put it there. Never watched that version of Justice League. League of Super Evil, don't remember it. The fuck is that? What's good, boo? How you doing? Royals, what the fuck is that? Looney Tunes, original Looney Tunes, S tier. Mad is like maybe B. What the fuck is that? Flapjack, S tier all fucking day. What the fuck is that? Don't know. I remember this but never watched it. What is that? Nope. Mucho Lucho, B all day. George, I think George is B. Do you give George B? I mean, it was a good it was a good show. Ninjago, I'm not gonna cap. I only watched this when I went over to my auntie's house with my cousins, but this shit was always fire. This shit was all like anything Legos is so fucking fire, bro. I gotta give Ninjago at least a B for being good. I mean, I'm doing good, but how you don't know about League of Super? It's like I think I watched League of Super Evil, but I just never like. It wasn't a good show to where like when I walk by the TV, I'm gonna stop. Like I stop what I'm doing. I'm like, oh, let me watch that. Cause it's just yeah. I mean, which one is the new version of Powerpuff Girls? One of these is the newer version. I'm gonna put them both in S tier because that's fundamental Cartoon Network. All right, guys, if you're in here, if you can share the link. Get a couple people in here, and because I want to remix this list when we get people in here, we're gonna go back and we're gonna look at. Oh, is this the original? The original Teen Titans is S tier, and Teen Titans Go is funny as fuck because it's so much adult humor. I'm gonna put this version of Teen Titans in A. Is what it is. Okay, KO. It was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, it was something to watch, but it was pretty bad. Ozzy and Drake's. What we giving Ozzy and Drake's? Because it wasn't a bad show. I can give it, because it's based off such a great movie, I can give it mediocre. Clone Wars, S tier all fucking day. Regular show, you already know where that's going. That's without a fucking doubt S tier. Samurai Jack, legendary, S tier, legendary. I watched this, but it was, I mean, it wasn't good, but I didn't get that. The updated version of Scooby-Doo is pretty mediocre, but it's Scooby-Doo, so I mean, you get a pass with it. Is this What's New Scooby-Doo? Yeah, this is gonna get mediocre as well. Where are we at now? I'm trying to get some of the more obvious ones out the way. We Bare Bears. I mean, I actually did watch it, but I'm just gonna give it bad. Steven Universe, fucking S tier. Like, come on, Steven Universe. This version of Batman, fucking S tier. All right, so what we getting down to the last 3 rows. All right, so let's look at Static Shock. All day, y'all know where that's going. S tier. I gotta give both versions of Steven Universe S tier, because I mean, it's Steven Universe. I mean, it's just like anything Steven Universe is just good. It's just somehow it's just like, it's just good. I had to zoom in a little bit. Unkitty, never watched it. Actually, I did watch it, and I'm gonna give it back because I just never liked it. And mind you, pitch in on where y'all think shit should go, because I want this list to be like kind of like a little bit more accurate, not just based off my perspective, but everybody who's coming along to like help me with this list perspective. Sheep in a Big City, I watched it. I'm gonna give it pretty bad. What is this? What is this? Secrets. Why does that sound familiar? Because I didn't watch every show on here. Just some of them that are so bad I just don't remember. Thundercats, if this is the updated version, I'm gonna give it a C for mediocre. Original Thundercats was S tier. Young Justice, I gotta give Young Justice a B for good, because it's not bad, but it's not great. Nor Superman, never watched it. Trash. ZLN, I'm actually gonna give that a B. Love that show, pretty good. All right, so now we're getting down to Tig and Seek. I never watched that. Robot Boy, I did watch it. I'm gonna give it pretty bad. No, it's not good. Sonic, just plain out never watched it. I think I've caught episodes of it here and there. Girl Boy, we're gonna give that bad. Caught that before. Space Ghost, all day S tier. That was like fucking early Adult Swim time. That used to come on right before Adult Swim. That was like the intro. Mediocre all day. They should have just continued the Clone Wars. Annoying Orange, just because it was so fucking annoying that I actually remember it, I'm just gonna give it back. It's like that show would be like in a background of you just around the house doing shit, and you just not paying attention to the TV, and somehow that shit is just on. It just Thundercats Roar, we're gonna give that back. Totally Spies, no cap, I actually remember it, and I think for young girls like my sister that grew up, you know, with me around this time, it wasn't bad, so I'm gonna give it mediocre. But she used to actually like sit there and watch that shit. Don't worry if you just now tuning in, we're gonna go over this list again so everybody can input their input of where they think stuff should go. And if we do get more viewers in here, we're gonna continue this. So we're gonna go after this list, we're gonna go to comedy tier list too. So we're gonna try to, if we get enough people, we'll try to do comedy tier list after this, which is gonna be a little bit harder because, you know, there's so much different types of comedy. Is this We Bare Bears again? No, I give that bad. What did I give? I give the first one bad. Time Squad. I think I remember this. I do. Oh, what is it? Is this Total Drama Island? Completely S tier. I gotta give Total Drama Island. Is this the original Total Drama Island? So, oh yeah, it was two iterations. They had like where they brought back some older people. Summer Camp Island. I'm not gonna lie. I think I watched this and this gave me creepy vibes, so never watched it. SWAT Cats, man. This is like when I was young classic shit. I gotta get that S tier. I'm gonna give that A for great. I'm gonna give it A for great. It's like right up there under S. Uncle Grandpa, A for great. Just cause like it was just so annoyingly like there that it was actually good once you sit down and watch it. Transformers, this updated version was fucking horrible. E. What the fuck is that? Kind of remember it, kind of don't. Jellystone, mediocre all day. What is that? Skunk, kind of remember it, never watched it. This I'm still on the fence about. We're gonna put that on never watch. Never watched it. Robot Jones, remember it. Don't think I watched a lot of it. So if I watched it but don't remember it, it's probably bad. Stormhawks. Don't that. I remember this. That. The fuck is that? Elliot, what the fuck is that? Victor, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? I don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. This looks familiar. So we're gonna put that there. Don't know what that is. So what we got for S? Adventure Time, Looney Tunes, Batman, the original Ben 10, Captain Planet, Chowder, Kids Next Door, of course. Chowder may be an acquired taste if you really like that type of humor, but I know it did really well. Ben 10, even if you don't like Ben 10, you can't help but put it on S. That show ran forever. It was so popular. Powerpuff Girls, there's no iteration of Powerpuff Girls you cannot put in S. Teen Titans, the original Teen Titans, S all day. Clone Wars, S. Regular show, S. Samurai Jack, S. Steven Universe, no matter what iteration it is, S. Batman, this original Batman, S. Static Shock, S. Space Ghost, S. Total Drama Island, both of them S. Billy and Mandy, and then Grim and Evil, S. Masters of the Universe, even though this isn't the original, since the original is not on this list, we're gonna give it S. Garfield, you just gotta give it S. It's fucking Garfield. I Am Weasel is S. That was along the same era as Cow and Chicken and all that. Johnny Bravo is literally S. Like, bro, I like literally was modeling my whole life after Johnny Bravo. That's like how dope I thought he was, bro. He's just the coolest guy. Johnny Test, S. Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, S. Looney Tunes, S. Flapjack, of course, S. Flapjack is my favorite. Besides Ed and Eddie, Flapjack is my favorite cartoon of all time. These two right here, my favorite two cartoons of all time. Dexter's Laboratory is like third for me. And then, well, Kids Next Door would probably be like third. So these two be tied for third for me. Kids Next Door, S. Cow and Chicken, S. Courage, you gotta give Courage S. I mean, it's Courage, Cowardly Dog. A, great. So these are the ones that are like right up here, but then they lack something for me, right? A. So Gumball has the same type of humor as Flapjack, A and Eddie, like that. It didn't hit as hard because it was later in my life. So I gotta give it A. I don't know if some people agree. The Batman was actually a pretty good iteration of Batman, so I gotta get an A. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I mean, it was actually pretty fucking good. Teen Titans Go, self-explanatory, hilarious even to this day. SWAT Cats, great. Uncle Grandpa, great. Camp Last Note, obviously I'm on the fence because that was pretty good. Evil Con Carne, I'm on the fence too because that was pretty fucking good. That can kind of slide in A depending on like who you are, who you talk to about it. Cole Lyoko, right? This was the show that started off Toonami every day. So if you came home from school and you're like the same age as me, around the same age as me, you remember Toonami when Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z would always come on at 5 o'clock to 5:30. The famous show that will leave you on a fucking cliffhanger for 3 weeks straight. That's neither here nor there. But Code Lyoko was the first show that always came on to start Toonami. It's Code Lyoko and then like Zoids and shit like that after that. Civil Fire, what's good, bro? How you doing, man? Thank you for coming through to the tier list. And George, your show Ninjago, like I said, Ninjago was just Muche Luce. Harry said Muche Libra, whatever. That shit was fire. Mad was fire. Young Justice was fire. Zia Lin was fire. All the other iterations of Ben 10 kind of just stretched what was going on to the point where it just kind of got like, okay, you just keep getting new aliens. We get it. You're getting older. Actually, I think this is the first Ben 10. So these two are this is the remake of Ben 10. Good health. How are you? Hey, I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm glad to hear you doing good. I just got off of work and shit. So I was just like, I might as well just bust out this tier list stream, man. Cause I've been wanting to do this, but I've never been one to plan streams like far in advance, like tell people a week ahead of time I'm gonna do a tier list. But this time I kind of did, but kind of didn't. I said I was gonna do it yesterday, but I didn't do it yesterday. I just like to go live sometimes and be spontaneous, post online, hey, I'm live, I'm doing this, and people come through, they come through, you know, hang out, whatever. So I'll probably rip this part of the tier list and just put it on YouTube. That way so people can go watch it later and it'd be pretty dope. People that didn't get to tune in, I'll post a link online and they can go and comment if they agree or if they disagree. You know how I go. All right, so mediocre is like stuff I watched if nothing else was on and I remember, or I have a certain memory of it, but it's not a like super great memory. So like How to Train Dragon, for me personally, if you don't mind me asking, what do you do for work? I work at an apartment complex. I'm part of a maintenance team. How to Train a Dragon, for me personally, I have to put this in B because as my daughter was growing up, I mean, she's still small, she's only 5, but we always watched the How to Train a Dragon show and be together. So I mean, I became really fond of it. Not super great storyline, but they put a lot of work into the characters, so I kind of think it's all right. Georgia Jungle, mediocre, something to watch. This one kind of on the fence about. This one's actually pretty good, so I'm kind of on the fence about that. Thundercats this is not the original one, so we will not be putting that anywhere but mediocre. Totally Spies, because of my sister, we're gonna keep that in mediocre. Jellystone. Okay, so we get into the bad. 16, my sister used to watch this when we were kids or whatever. 16 was not good. It was just a bunch of kids that hung out at a mall all the time, and that's all they did. They hung out at a mall, just like drama feel, like somebody stole somebody's cell phone or somebody was discriminating on somebody about due to their color or whatever, and it was just like teens going through like teen shit, and it was just like dumb. I mean, the rest of this is pretty self-explanatory. The Green Lantern probably should be lower. I'm not gonna put it as what is this because I actually know what it is, but I mean, like a lot of this shit was just like all filler. This is all filler shows. Like if you really sat and watched any of this from like D down, then I don't know, maybe you were just so much into the rest of this that you didn't care what came on next. But I mean, this is all filler, man. Like Mixels, nobody was watching Mixels. People were watching Mixels because it came on after a S tier show came on. So then they started watching Mixels. You know what I mean? But I don't know. My stream set too. So yeah, but I think this list is pretty solid. I think most people would agree with me on this list. So like anything that's just brain dead S tier is going to S tier. Like these are all like no question. You can't really combat any of these option S tiers, and then your A tiers are like could be S, but it would depend on who you talk to. And then your B, I actually gotta put Code Lyoko in S. I'm gonna go ahead and put Code Lyoko in S. I'm gonna move Mucho Libre up to A. Young Justice, I think I'm gonna move that up to A because that was super memorable. Ninjago, I'm gonna leave that at B. Camp Lasso, I'm comfortable with all like B. I think I'm gonna move this iteration of Scooby-Doo up to B. I'm kind of comfortable with that iteration of Scooby-Doo up to B. I think I was a little younger watching that. I think that's it. I think that's a pretty solid list. Tier list maker. You're not doing it. I am going to do a tier list. Actually, since there's more people in here, let's fuck Apex right now. Let's do another tier list, y'all. We can do another tier list right now. I'll run some Apex in a second. Let's do another tier list, y'all, real quick. All right, this is the tier list. This is the tier list I wanted to do the other day. Now this one, everybody got to give me input because this one is hard. About to put all your business out. Yeah, because I be having little, you know what I'm saying? I be having little shit saved and, all right, remix this list. How do I start this blank? I can't pull. Oh, reset. All right. Okay, comedy movie tier list. Here we go. Comedy movie tier list. Let me change this back real quick from Apex. Just chatting. 1 second, y'all. Okay. I gotta change the title now because we're doing comedy tier list. Cartoon Network tier list. Cartoon Network tier list. And comedy tier list. Then pubs. Okay. Did it update? All right, it did. All right, so let's get it. Okay, this is a lot of fucking funny movies. Slapshot, what's this one right here called, y'all, with fucking 21 Jump Street? Is this 22? Oh, this is Senior Prom. They made another one? Is there a third one? Is there a third movie to 21 Jump Street? I'm so confused because I remember 21 and 22. What is this I'm looking at? Why does it say Second Prom? What does that mean? Let me look that up. Second Prom. Second Prom. Second Prom movie. Second Prom. Why does that say? Oh, Senior Prom. It's so small I can't see it. I don't remember this movie with the Tate dude and Old Funny Boy. Is what it? Senior Prom. Or is that just 22 Jump Street, but it just says Senior, or it's 21 Jump Street, but it says, I think there's another movie, but I only watched the first two. Yeah, it might be another movie. I don't know. Daddy Daycare. We got to get out of B. I mean, it's a classic. Is it really? It is funny. Let's leave it at A right now, right? Clerks, S tier all fucking day. If you don't know about Clerks, you've never really watched bad movies. Bad Santa, we're gonna give that an A. S tier. If this is 21 or 22, we just give it an S tier. 51st Dates, very memorable. Can we give it an A? Either way, that shit irrelevant, so C or D. All right, well, we'll move. I'm not gonna put it in C or D because if it's 21 or 22 Jump Street, I mean, it's classic. So I mean, I don't know. The New Guy. Campaign was funny, but I just can't remember how funny it was, so it gotta be D. Tropic Thunder, fucking S tier. Euro Trip was like blue collar comedy for me growing up, and it was just like, that shit was like, this is the funniest you can get right there. School of Rock, I'm not gonna lie, I think Jack Black is the most non-funny like person ever. Orange County, hilarious. If you've never seen Orange County, you're missing a great comedy movie. Shaun of the Dead, S tier. Wolf of Wall Street, I don't know why this is on here, but we're gonna put that in F because it's not funny, not necessarily completely a comedy movie. Pineapple Express, we all know that's S tier. New Guy, I cannot remember the New Guy. I'm sure I have seen it, I just can't remember what it's about. Pitch Perfect 2, I ain't gonna cap. I love the Pitch Perfect series. Y'all can judge me if y'all want, because I'm a guy. Is what it is. Pitch Perfect 2, gotta go on fucking S tier. If you got any sense of humor and like can laugh at anything, fucking the whole Pitch Perfect series is hilarious. Daddy's Home, we're gonna get at like a C. Get Hard, solid B. Role Models, S tier all day. Jackass, anything Jackass, S tier. As you can see, you know what the other side of my room looks like. You've been to one of my streams. I have Jackass posters everywhere because I'm a huge Jackass fan. 40-Year-Old Virgin, we all know that's S tier. Stop playing. Longest Yard, we all know that's S tier. Barbershop, great classic culturally driven movie. Do I think it is S tier in far as terms of comedy? Fuck no. We're gonna give it an A because it's a classic movie. Van Wilder, nah, it's just so classic. I gotta give it like a B. I gotta give it a B. Is this American Pie Reunion? It is. Anything American Pie for me is S tier. Is this Best Man? Oh yeah, man, or Yes Man, whatever you call that shit. I guess C. Identity Thief, F. I don't like any movies with her. Meet the Fockers, S tier, all day. I don't know what the fuck that is, so I'm gonna put never seen. Night at the Museum, I don't even know why this is on here for comedy, but completely F. White Castle, what? S, like all day. American Pie is S tier. Anything American Pie is S tier, all of them, even like just little side missions. Scott Pilgrim versus the World, I don't know why it's on here for comedy, but because Scott Pilgrim versus the World is literally in my top 10 list of movies of all time, I'm going to give it an S. Ted 2, anything Ted, I want to give it an S, but I hate Mark Wahlberg, so I'm just going to give it an A. But truly, on most people's lists, at least Ted 1 would be S. I'm not going to say both of them. All Hangovers are S tier. Now, another teen movie is S tier. That's without a fucking doubt. Neighbors, S tier, all day. Coming to America, of course, because I'm naming after him, S tier. Central Intelligence, B. Very memorable, not great. Despicable Me, I don't think I ever laughed at that because I'm not a fucking child, but we're gonna give that F. I'm not even gonna say not because of child. I'm gonna say because the Minions are hilarious, but they're what make the movie. Scott Pilgrim is my fave. Yeah, I love Scott Pilgrim. Might be one of my favorite movie, actually. It probably is my favorite movie. If not, it's a tie with a couple other movies. 17 again, S tier if we were doing a Disney Channel ranking, but I don't even know if this is Disney Channel, but if we were doing one of those type of ranking like teen movies, this would be S tier. We're gonna go ahead for comedy and put that in D. Major League, A. Game Night, this was actually pretty fucking hilarious. You can give that a B. Dumb and Dumber, come on, bro. We already know what that is. Harold and Kumar Christmas, we already know what that is. Actually, I'm gonna give that an A. That wasn't funny as White Castle. The other guys, clearly S tier. Clearly an S tier. I gotta give it an A. Anything with them is like just A. Let's Be Cops was like B. You know, very funny. Anchorman 2, S tier. Jumanji, B. American Pie Wedding, we already know where that's going. S tier. What is the name of this movie? What is this? Why did all these shits cut off? Wedding Ringer, solid B. I don't know what this is, but if it got both of these guys in it, I'm just gonna give it an S because I can't remember the name of that movie. So we're gonna give that an S. Neighbors 2 was incredibly funny as well. I'm gonna give Neighbors 2 an A and give Neighbors 1 give Neighbors 1. The Other Woman, we're gonna give that a never seen. Pixels, F. as far as comedy. This shit was actually pretty hilarious. We're gonna give that a B. The Girl Next Door, for me personally, S, but I know for everybody else it might not be S. I love blue collar comedy films. So like the early 2000 type films, like the American Pies, your Euro Trips, and anything that was like that in that area, but they would play it on Comedy Central a lot, and it was like kind of like blue collar college humor, like that kind of all that type of era. For me, those movies are always incredibly funny. I don't know about everybody else, but I obviously are, because a lot of them are legendary movies like Joe Dirt, things of that nature, all that whole era genre. So I'm gonna give that an A. Anchorman #1, S. Bruce Almighty, I'm very on the fence about this movie because I don't really find it funny. I'm gonna give it a B. Sorry, everybody. Anger Management, classic movie, gotta give it a B. Blockers, kind of remember it. This is what the girl's going the dance or whatever. B. B. E. Dodgeball, S, all fucking day. Beverly Hills Cop, any iteration of Beverly Hills Cop, even though like as a whole the whole movie wasn't funny per se, but this is when Eddie Murphy was his fucking biggest in the world, so we can't not give that an S. Elf, completely funny, S. Actually, not like stomach hurt, dying, rolling out your seat funny, but classic, like you can always watch this during the Christmas time when it comes on TV. Like as you grow up, you're gonna laugh less and less, but you know, like when Elf is on and you got kids now, you're gonna sit down with your kids and watch Elf, right? Just something like that. Blazing Saddles, okay. Fist Fight, hilarious, B. Grown Ups 2, S. Old School, S. Actually, I have Old School. I thought I had Old School down there, unless somebody came to my house and stole it. I remember having Old School. Goon, C. Remember it but don't remember it, we're gonna give that a D. SpongeBob, F. I think it's the newest iteration of Ghostbusters, F. Kangaroo Jack, S. Kangaroo Jack comes on TV, you watch it. Night School, C. Back to the Future, any Back to the Future, S, because those are in my top 10s of movies of all time, the whole trilogy. Napoleon Dynamite, y'all already know where it's going. I ain't even gotta talk about this one. We all know, vote for Pedro, we get it. Tooth Fairy, F. I can't remember what this is, but I've seen this movie and it looks familiar. I'm gonna go with C to play it safe. D. Mall Cop, C. Harold and Kumar, S. Escape from Guantanamo Bay. Meet the Millers, very memorable, not extremely funny. We'll put Meet the Millers in B. It's one of the more memorable. 22 Jump Street, S. Scary Movie, any scary movie goes in S. We all know this. No, what did I do? Where am I at? Where did I put Scary Movie? I fucked up. I dropped Scary Movie somewhere and I can't find it. Damn. Fucked up. Where did I put Scary Movie at? Oh, I see it. Scary Movie, S. Ted, #1. S, all day. Super Troopers, one of the greatest movies of all time, S. Beverly Hills Cop, S, easy. Jack and Jill, B or C. Daddy's Home. I'm gonna give that a D. Hangover, the first original Hangover, S. The Interview, S. S tier all day. Super Troopers 2, D. I think this is Grown Ups Part 1. I want to say it's called Grown Ups Part 1. S. Barbershop Part 1 or Part 3. I give it an A. Can I give it an A? Well, I put Barbershop 2. Yeah, I give it an A. I'm gonna give Barbershop Part 1 a S tier. Legally Blonde, very very memorable movie. Super funny. Is Legally Blonde legendary from a male's point of view? From a male's point of view, I would say no. From everybody's point of view, I would say Legally Blonde, and I can't shame it. So I'm gonna be fair and give it a B. I'll put Legally Blonde in B. I'm safe with that. Girls Trip. I know Girls Trip wasn't everybody's type of comedy, but I do know that women and black women enjoyed it a lot. Of course, I worked at the fucking theaters when it came out. I'll put that in B. Scary Movie 4. I'll put that in S. Bad Moms actually was pretty fucking funny. I'll put that in B. Tropic Thunder. I thought I already put that up here. S all day. Tropic Thunder. RS. Hitch for me. Hitch is literally probably in my top 3 or 4 favorite movies of all time. Or as comedy, no, but because it's in my top 4, I'll put it in S. Spaceballs, great movie. Classic A. I don't even know what the fuck this is, so I'm just gonna put in everything. Deeds, we all know where Deeds goes. Self-explanatory. White Chicks, we already know where that goes. I put White Chicks, I dropped it. We already know where White Chicks goes. Self-explanatory. Land of the Lost actually was pretty fucking funny. So A. Tropic Thunder again. Don't know why it's back down here. Somebody wants to put it on there twice. Sausage Party. I'm gonna give that a C. Original Clerks, A. The Night Before, S. I don't know what this is, never seen it. Nacho Libre, this is actually one of his funnier movies to me. B. Ghostbusters, if this is the original, we're gonna give that an S. I don't know if it's original, but Trading Places, classic B. Oh, this is the end, completely S tier. I can't remember this. But I don't know if it's Adam Sandler. I gotta give it like a C since I can't remember it. Oh, Zoolander. S. Skill Solomon, what's good, bro? How you doing, man? Appreciate you coming through. First time chat, appreciate you, man. We did the Cartoon Network 90 the Cartoon Network tier list. We're doing greatest comedy movies of all time tier list now. Bridesmaids, I don't think I ever seen it. Hot Tub Time Machine, baby, we know where that go. That's S. American Pie Bandcamp, I told you anything American Pie is S for me. It's just an S tier movie, plain and simple. Son of the Mass, C. Original Mass, S. E. Step Brothers, we all know where Step Brothers goes. S tier movie. Penguins, never seen it. Austin Powers, is this Gold Rush? Is that one Beyonce? So that's Gold Rush, right? S. Click. S. I can't remember the name of this. Undercover Brother. S. I can't remember the name of this movie, but I know it's fucking hilarious because I just remember that front cover, so I know it's just funny. Internship, hilarious. Anytime these two play in a movie together, it's S tier all day. That and a Wedding Crasher as well. Year One, S tier. I have that on DVD. Get Smart. Valid rankings, yeah. I try to be common sense with my rankings, man. Austin Powers is hilarious. Get Smart, B. I would say B. Rememberable. Hangover Part 2. S tier. Okay, so now we're getting down to the nitty gritty last ones. Is this Bill and Ted's Adventure? If so, if this is the original one, I can't tell because the picture is so small. S. Never seen it. Seen it. Easy A, classic movie, but is it really funny? I mean, I think it's more so women humor, which doesn't take away from its funniness. But I just think like, I mean, as a guy, I remember watching it, but I don't remember it being like super funny. But I mean, like, we got to include everybody. So, you know, got to include everybody. So I would say A overall. If there's any women in here who want to disagree and want to put it in S, I'm actually completely fine with that, because I know it's like that was a big movie in a genre of like women lead actress comedies. Same thing with like Mean Girls. Mean Girls to women is like a super funny movie. When guys watch it, sit down and watch it, we don't really care for it because we don't understand some of that humor. So I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not good. I'm sorry, Mean Girls has got to go at least A tier. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't personally say it's not A tier because like I'm a guy, so I get some of the humor, but I don't get some of the humor. You know what I mean? F. Wedding Crashers, again, any movie that those two guys are in together. S. Is this Bruno? S. Damn, what is it? Is this the one cop movie? I remember watching it as I was younger. I never even see a Hot Pursuit. Yeah, that shit's ass. Yeah, I remember this. This is A. This is like a bunch of like funny ass like cops that like suck at being cops. I think this is part 1 or part 2 of that, so I gotta give that A. But I just remember it's like one of the older classic 80s movies. Horrible Bosses 2, we gotta give that A. Probably gotta give Horrible Bosses. Horrible Bosses for me is gonna slide right between, like, it's gonna slide right between S and A, right? It just depends on like your type of humor. It's just like, it's like a movie version of The Office, right? It just depends on like your type of humor, right? Mean Girls, I'm gonna give Mean Girls an S because of what I'm gonna give Mean Girls and Easy A an S because of what it did for, yeah, Police Academy, that's the name of it. Police Academy part 1 and 2. You know what? All right, I don't want to put Police Academies in S, but we'll leave them A. We'll leave them A. I can't fucking remember the name of this. I'm gonna put it in Never Seen It just because I can't remember the name. Ride Along 2. B. I know this movie. This is where he's like the pawn shop guy. Supposedly a really good movie, but is it really funny? I don't think so. But we'll put it in B because like I know he wants some like crazy awards for it. Ghostbusters, I think we already put that in S, right? If it was the original one. Yeah, 1 and 2. Ghostbusters 1 and 2. So those would be S. So here's a rankings for anybody just coming through. Here's some of the S movies we'll go over real quick. Clerks, of course. With Rosie O'Donnell, because she's like top 2 of my favorite actresses of all time. It used to be Michelle Rodriguez, but Michelle Rodriguez said some completely dumb shit that like just changed my whole light on how I see her, which is too important because like I had to realize growing up, right? If you like somebody for the work they do not follow them on all social media. Once you see an actress or a musician or how they are outside of work, it can ruin your whole fucking look at them. So Michelle Rodriguez said some shit about the movie industry when it comes to comic book movies. They caught her outside getting into her car. Paparazzi asked her a question. Her reply was, they can't make any original comic book heroes. They got to steal all of them and make them diverse. The comic book heroes she was referring to that they just made a movie on originally was already black. But she was misinformed that they made the comic book hero black to fit an agenda when they didn't. He was always black from the get-go. So her saying some dumbass shit like that, she's my favorite actress of all time. Number 1, Michelle Rodriguez and Rosie O'Donnell. It changed my whole perspective of how I view her. Because I was like, well, damn, you're a minority. Why are you even thinking like that? You're of Spanish descent. You should want there to be more diversity in films. You're a fucking actress. Like, you're a Spanish actress. You should want there to be more diversity. But then you gotta understand, some of these people, they've been in Hollywood so fucking long, they forget shit like that, right? In Hollywood, they're not a color. There's only one color and it's green. They forget where they come from. So I just think I learned a lesson. Like I don't want to like really follow people too much that I like, because I just feel like you gonna slip up and I'm gonna fuck around and open up my phone one day and see some shit. Oh, my favorite actress said, you know what? I don't even want to do it. So yeah. But back to the tier list. 21, 22 Jump Street, whichever one this is, they're both S tier. Tropic Thunder, Orange County, Euro Trip, Shaun of the Dead, Pineapple Express, Picture Perfect 2. If they had all the Picture Perfects, they would all be up here. Role Models, Jackass, Longest Yard, 40-Year-Old Virgin, American Pie Reunion, Meet the Fockers, White Castle, Scott Pilgrim, Hangover 2, Not Another Teen Movie, Neighbors. I didn't take my fucking medicine. My damn eczema is killing me right now. Neighbors, Coming to America, Dumb and Dumber, The Other Guys, Anchorman 2, American Pie Wedding. I can't remember the fucking name of this movie, but it's just S tier. Anchorman, Dodgeball, Beverly Hills Cop, Elf, Grown Ups 2, Old School, Back to the Future, Adventures of Bill and Ted, Kangaroo Jack, Napoleon Dynamite, Harold and Kumar, Escape from Guantanamo Bay, 22 Jump Street, Scary Movie. What is that? 4, 5? The Interview, or 4 or whatever. Fuck. Hangover 2. Bruno, Grown Up, Ted, so on and so forth. Super Troopers, Barbershop, Hangover, Scary Movie 4. That was 5. Scary Movie 5. Hitch, White Chicks, you know, Zohan, so on and so forth. The Night Before. It's all the rest of the fucking list is self-explanatory. Then you got some honorable mentions. I will go over those. Daddy Daycare. Daddy Daycare just can slide between S and A, depending on the day, the mood you're in. If you're in a super silly mood, you can laugh at anything, it can be S. Some days it's just on TV and you turn past it and you're gonna watch it because it's Daddy Daycare. Bad Santa, you know, easily can be S or A. Bernie Mac, fucking legend. 50 First Dates, again, Adam Sandler to me is not the funniest guy. He has certain roles where he's funny, but more of his roles, he always relies on his surrounding actors and actresses to be hilarious, and they always work. Barbershop 1 or 2, A, culturally great banger movies, not greatly hilarious. Ted 2, A, while Ted 1 to me would be an S. Land of the Lost, again, A, Will Ferrell. Anything he's in probably gonna be A or S tier. Major League, A, of course. Spaceballs, A, fucking classic. Harold and Kumar Christmas, not as good as Guantanamo Bay and White Castle, so we'll give it an A. Holmes and Watson, A all day. Neighbors 2, A all day. Neighbors 1, S. Girl Next Door, A all day. I mean, Girls Next Door is such a good fucking movie. It's crazy. Clerks, A. Police Academy, A. Get Hard can slide between A and B depending on the mood you're in. Game Night is actually fucking hilarious. All these B movies I would pop in and watch any day. And I'm only putting this Adam Sandler movie in B right here just because I think he wants a crazy amount of awards for it, because this is like his first like serious film. So yeah. But yeah, there you go. There's a tier list. Pretty solid if you ask me. This Hot Pursuit shit, I don't even ever remember that ever like happening. I don't even know why they did that. I mean, it just looks like to me they just wasted money on it. Yeah. The New Guy, I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna look that up later. Yep, there you go.